In this video, I'm going to explain to you how, in my hypnosis program, how hypnosis can help you and stick to an exercise program just to make it part of your lifestyle. Now, I'm just going over uh, the how this has helped my clients. You understand? These are clients who had a lot of issues with weight, and exercise was a key component of this, and they just couldn't get themselves to do it for various reasons. And I'm going to go over them, how hypnosis has helped them, and now they have become more health conscious. They're more trimmer and more healthier. And okay, let's just dive right into it. Okay, guys. So the first one here is it increases. Hypnosis really can help a person increase their motivation to exercise regularly. All this is done at a subconscious level, right? At the subconscious level and the conscious level, you are doing a reset. You are programming in new commands. If there is a reason why you don't like to exercise, typically, even with the foods too, right, is because you are operating on an old operating software, an old command, and because of past experience or because the way others have, like your parents or your whoever's around you has had used certain words, and you just accepted it, and it's just running. Your subconscious is just running it. The next thing how hypnosis can do is help reduce a person's feeling of fatigue and increase their energy levels. You know this. I've been victim of this too. Like all of a sudden, you have to. It's time to exercise. Let's say it's at 5:45. You plan to go exercise. Next thing you know, you have an overwhelming sense of fatigue. All right. I'm thinking of just one client, and and actually, let me tell you a quick one here, right? He lost, oh man, this is going back a few years ago. I want to say about 9 pounds in about 3 weeks, something like that. Okay, he lost 9 pounds. And for him, is he would come home, he would start work early. So he works outdoors, okay? He comes around home around 3:30ish or so, has a snack, then he would rest, right? He would rest. He would rest, and then he would rest for a few hours and then get up from his rest and then go to sleep. So he was resting to go to sleep. And during hypnosis, this it just dawned on him, like that really didn't make sense, right? It really, but his subconscious felt it was doing him a positive favor, that he needed to rest for a few hours so that he could get up from the couch where he was lying and just watching the TV and snacking and eating dinner right after that, eating dinner, then continue snacking, right, taking a nap, and then get up, go upstairs, and go to bed. All of us have stuff like that we do. Like, it makes no sense actually when we put it under the a magnifying glass. Like, wait a minute, do you understand? Okay, so let me go to the next one. And so he lost it. All right, hypnosis can help a person feel more confident and positive about the ability to exercise. Hypnosis can help a person overcome their resistance to exercise and make it a habit. There's a number of clients that I had this, right. For example, I'm thinking of both a man and a woman, and it's similar but different, uniquely different in their case, right. It actually goes back to when they were younger, back in school, during playtime in school. The ball was coming towards them, and they just couldn't catch the ball, and they go, like, for example, let's call him George, and my name is George, right? They call him George. Like, come on, George, you can catch it. Oh no, George, not you again. The ball's he's going to drop the ball. And so the subconscious starts to make the conclusion that any play or any exercise is the one and the same thing, and will lead to people criticizing them and make them feel small and vulnerable and incapable of catching a ball or whatever, right? And disappointing them and letting them down. So that's why there is such a huge resistance to move their body. Okay? And they flipped it. They flipped it. Once they were able to, through the advanced protocols that I use, they were able to identify that belief and say, wait a minute, I'm not the same kid before, right? And they changed it. They upgraded the software. Okay, let me look at my notes here. They can identify and overcome any emotional or mental barriers to exercise. They can come up with a clear and specific exercise plan. Now, you really have to have a plan. I figured, is it the Marines who said either you need to have a plan, a failure to plan, fail to plan, or plan to fail. So you really got to have a plan of how you want, what do you consider exercise? Walking, even playing, right? Playing badminton, tennis. It is an exercise, right? With hypnosis, a person can start to really visualize themselves exercising successfully, right? Before, like a lot of my clients, they cannot even visually see themselves. No, you're asking me to climb. It's like asking me to see myself climbing Mount Everest. It's like, no, I just cannot do it. But now they can, right? They develop a positive attitude for exercise. They get a sense of excitement and anticipation about exercise because you now start to reframe it differently. Okay, it helps them establish a routine for exercise that makes sense to them and stick to it. So they have an inner drive, inner motivation, and a self-reliance. They become more aware of their body and its needs, right? I have because I had a meniscus surgery done on my right knee, and my left knee, my meniscus is torn. It's supposed to go for surgery, but I'm not doing it because I found exercises. I learned it from physical therapy and other exercises that, as of now, right, knock on wood, I don't need to go for surgery, right? And it's phenomenal. I'm so excited about it. Okay, so that's unique for the body, not just because whatever exercise program out there, and I'm not comparing myself to anybody. And that's the other thing, not to compare themselves to anybody. You can get inspired, and then just heads down and just do your thing, right? Stay in your lane, right? The person develops a deeper understanding of their own personal fitness goals. Really, before that is, I like to lose weight. That is not helpful. You have to be a little bit more precise, all right? And I'll explain all that, when we have a free consultation, right? They create a positive attitude. You become more mindful and self-aware about exercise and also about your eating. And you start to notice certain behaviors of other people. And he goes, wow, I used to be like that person. And now I'm more like this person, right? You stay a little bit more focused on your exercise goals. You identify, and this is the interesting part, right? You become, as you develop this thing from the inside out, you identify and start to reduce or eliminate negative self-talk that has been holding you back. Right? Here's a big one. You create that inner, I don't like the word motivation. I can't think of the right word right now. It's a decision that you make. Even though you don't feel like exercising, you're following through on it. That's just who you are. It's just part of your identity, right? You can reduce any feelings of shame and guilt related to physical fitness. That's a big one, right? Stepping on the weighing scale. Almost every single one of my clients will step on a weighing scale without going through a whole tirade of negative self-talk and blaming and putting themselves down. After the program, they find that, they have a different, more positive view about the weighing scale. Okay. Um, it develops a sense of accountability and responsibility to your own health. You have with hypnosis, right? Okay. With hypnosis, you tap into the inner strength and inner resources within you. You establish a sense of discipline and structure around your life. Can I say this one thing? We are given. I don't know if let me not write it because it'll show up upside down on. Let me try it anyway. I want to show you this. Does it show up? Oh, it does. Okay. 1,440 minutes. Every human being is given 1,440 minutes every day. Every amoeba, every living thing on this planet. You will not have time for exercise. Guaranteed. Just give up that belief that you will find time for exercise. You cannot find time for exercise. You must make time. There is a difference here. You must make time. This is a universal principle. It's like gravity. It's just that's it. You must make time. You will never ever find time. Okay, I hope you find that useful to you. And just a little bit more, you become tuned in to your self-esteem. You notice that this has a huge spillover effect in so many areas of your life, in your intimate life with your partner, how you walk into a room with other people, how you show up in your world, in your professional life, in your social life, in your, like with your cousins, uncles, aunts, just how you are, right? How you dress, your self-esteem, everything levels up. And let me tell you, without preaching, you will inspire others, even though maybe you did not intend to do so. But you will inspire others. And isn't that a beautiful thing? Listen, I want to say this thing, okay? Is it worth it to you to spend averaging 6 hours over 3 days doing some really deep, customized hypnosis program to help you achieve your fitness goals, your weight loss goal, so that spending 3 days, so the next 362 days for the year, you feel better, you feel optimized, you feel confident, you feel comfortable in your own skin, you become the version you have, and that will spill over to the following year. And how this will impact if you have children or your spouse, your significant other. Is it worth it for you? If the answer is yes, please schedule a free Zoom video consultation call to see if my hypnosis program is appropriate for you. Okay? I am looking forward to hearing from you. Cheers.